In the news this week, WA increases COVID-19 measures amid the fourth positive case as the impact continues to hit home.
Drink in moderation. A Dutch study claims that one glass of wine a day could help you live longer.
A former WA police officer faces over 100 charges for sexual offences since 2010.
And Perth's public transport gets to rock and roll for Radio Lollipop to bring joy for sick WA kids.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Leung and Danielle Staniskov.
Good evening. The McGowan government is ramping up its efforts to deal with COVID-19 in Western Australia as the fourth person tests positive for the virus. It comes as WA continues to feel the impact of the virus in the community. Nelson Liu reports.
Coronavirus on the rise in WA. A fourth case confirmed today in the state. A woman in her 70s tested positive after returning to WA on Thursday from Cuba with a stop in London.
Given the way people travel, and there are obviously risks of people becoming infected.
There are concerns of infection after she attended the WA Symphony Orchestra on Saturday. It follows a third case on Thursday, a woman in her 30s returning from Iceland.
No, she hadn't gone to work. She'd done the right thing. She had self-isolated.
The government is preparing for the worst, with new COVID-19 clinics to open from this Tuesday. The state government claims it's fortunate that WA's coronavirus cases were contracted outside the state, but within WA, the community is still being affected by the virus. Concerns of prejudice towards Chinese people remain.
Without question, elements of racism are coming to the fore.
While panic buying has led to items selling out, including toilet paper, causing unrest. However, mining companies say mines and jobs aren't affected.
What I'm telling you is there will not be any impact on our companies in terms of their operations or production.
So business as usual.
Business as usual.
And we're urged to take precautions and practice good hygiene and self-isolate if we don't feel well.
We're all in this together, and we can all help by making sure we observe good personal hygiene.
Nelson Liu, WAMN News.
A new study that came out of the Netherlands suggests a link between moderate alcohol use and longer lives. The researchers found that people who drank one standard drink a day were more likely to reach 90 years of age, but binge drinkers were less likely to get very old. Sarah Smith has the details.
If you want to live to play with your great-grandchildren, 1.5 standard drinks a day might just get you there, according to a new study from the Age and Ageing Journal. The researchers followed 5,500 participants, catching up with them in 1986 at the age of 70 and again in 2006 at the age of 90. Researchers found that in women, wine drinkers were more likely to live longer, but longer-lived men were more likely to prefer liquor. The best dose of alcohol was 5 to 15 grams a day, somewhere between half to 1.5 glasses. But the report found that binge drinking wasn't good for long life, saying that risk estimates indicate we should avoid drinking too much in one sitting. Australia's National Health and Medical Research Council's alcohol consumption guidelines set about the same limits. The council recommends limiting your intake to 10 standard drinks a week, which comes out to about 1.5 standard drinks a day. For beer drinkers, that's 1 midi of full strength, and for red drinkers, that's one 100ml glass. Sarah Smith, WAMN News.
WA Police have charged an ex-police officer with 108 sexual offences following investigations into what they called predatory sexual behaviour. Sex assault squad detectives alleged that the 50-year-old Kelmscott man assaulted a number of women he met on online dating apps since 2010, and then he left the force in 2018 after he was charged. He faced charges including 66 counts of rape, 8 counts of indecent assault and 8 counts of drugging the women. He faced Perth Magistrate Court on Thursday.
I must stress this is an ongoing investigation and we are still working with further victims in relation to this man. I'm here before you today to urge any other women out there that have any information, that have been on dates with this man, that have had any sexual relationship, even contact via online dating applications, any information, please contact police.
The Australian Associated Press announced this week that it will be closing down in June, saying that digital content theft has made the service unviable. The AAP's Newswire service has provided accurate, high-quality facts from important events to news companies around the country for 85 years. In a commentary on our website this weekend, the Media Union's WA President, Martin Turner, says that we've lost our best source of fast, accurate news. He says the collapse is a disaster for the news industry and means many stories will no longer be told, but that you, the audiences, will be the real losers.
Work officially began on Friday on a new fire station in Colburn Central. The Colburn station replaces the Success Fire Station, which was shut down in 2015 after 5 firefighters who had worked there contracted cancer. The government says the new station will be state-of-the-art equipped with indoor gyms, post-incident cleaning areas and ready for expansion to accommodate population growth. The Colburn Fire Station is expected to be completed by December this year.
The location of those stations, where they're located in terms of proximity to critical infrastructure and the like, is really important to us for our response times, and that was one of the main reasons why it's taken a little bit longer than it normally would for us to locate this size block of land in an area that's already built up.
The Democratic primary field has narrowed again as Elizabeth Warren drops out of the race after Super Tuesday. Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden have emerged as the front-runners for the presidential nomination. With 551 delegates, Sanders has fallen behind Biden's 671 delegates. The race is far from over. Candidates are chasing a final count of 1,991 delegates to win the nomination. As coronavirus death tolls rise to 12 in the United States, US lawmakers have passed an emergency $8.3 billion spending bill to combat the illness. The bill was passed with bipartisan support in both the House and the Senate and has been sent to the White House to be signed into law by the President. There have been more than 180 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the states, and experts believe more will be found in the coming days.
Wednesday will be more colourful than usual for commuters this week as Transperth employees dress up for Radio Lollipop's 25th uniform-free fundraising day. Anyone passed through the East Perth train station will be able to grab a snack at a sausage sizzle and bake sale on the platform, with all proceeds helping Radio Lollipop to bring some joy to those children staying in hospital.
Over the years, I think we've raised probably $1.5 million just by rattling tins amongst our customers on that particular day. It's a fun day. Not only is it a really good cause, but it's something that our people enjoy.
And it's all for a great cause.
Most definitely, and that's our weekly news and current affairs. We'll have the latest news on our website and social media pages.
Until we see you again next Sunday, have a great evening.
Take care.